Salve, salve YouTube, estamos de volta com mais um vídeo. Vamos continuar a série de Banishers Ghost of New Eden. Quem puder deixar um like, um comentário, se inscrever no canal, vai ajudar bastante o canal a crescer. Vamos lá. Encontre Siriden.
What is this?
Banisher rule number 3. Remember Whiz Beach Bog?
Aye. I'll not poke this thing with a stick.
Tem um negócio ali.
I can't touch these webbings, but I won't be able to get us through.
Não, não é isso.
Guess we're not going that way.
For now.
Ainda não tenho o poder de passar por ali, eu acho.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Inventário. Evolução. Acho que eu tô entendendo. Eu só posso ativar 2 de uma vez, não posso ativar tudo de uma vez. Aqui é só um de uma vez. Os ganhos de pontos de banimento são aumentados 15%, mas as cargas máximas de decocção são reduzidas em 1. Descansar. Não dava pra... Eita! Não dava pra passar por aqui ainda.
Hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
I bet you did.
alguma coisa ali, ó. Lá, ó. Um bicho lá. Ilha de Sírio.
I can see why they call this the ill mouth.
Vou dar uma olhada pra lá.
What is that?
Antea?
Não dá pra passar. Siriden preparou tudo o que você vai precisar para o ritual. Pegue-os da próxima vez consiga seus próprios ingredientes. Seeker.
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other Banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
Vamos trazer aqui, porque não há uma presença nativa. Devemos recuperar o corpo de Antia. Quem é você exatamente?
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Your novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not. Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender. Unconditionally. To each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled. But some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the void, you may use it to enter the nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
Ajudar as pessoas responsáveis pelo nosso destino, que é esse vazio.
To reach New Eden and retrieve my body, we must help the very people who created the nightmare in the first place?
Yes.
Excuse my lack of enthusiasm. Can we not just go back to the meeting house and do our jobs?
You must release folk here from her grasp. Only then, through the void, may you reach New Eden Town and confront her.
How do we access the void? Is there a ritual?
In places, the void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
Encontramos item amaldiçoado. Não sei que sabe onde me encontrar. Sobre o pesadelo, me mostra seus produtos.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item, or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
By the beach as I drowned, you sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
O que você sabe sobre Débora? Abismo está vinculado ao pesadelo.
What do you know of Deborah?
Not much. I have avoided the people of New Eden for decades. I do know she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she a witch? Was she one of yours?
Would it matter if she was? She was no witch. She was a woman, a victim of the basest of human fears.
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers. The beast was its avatar. I'm sure it has others.
What are they, exactly?
They are manifestations of her power. They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have, and I always will.
Eu tenho pra vender aqui. Bote inimigo com red e restaura 35% de pontos de espírito, mas os ganhos de pontos de espírito são reduzidos em 25. Só tem 390. Que é isso? Finge um inimigo com a manifestação com 77 pontos de banimento. Ciência física. Tem que ver. 75.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamp?
I always...
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
Lives for a life. An expensive bargain.
I made a promise. I'll pay the price.
I do not judge the deal. I worry about the cost. The tuning key is on the table. In the void, it will protect you. Seeker waits at the pool to show you the way.
Funny looking spinning wheel. Do you weave with it?
Of course. I weave essence, Red McGrath.
Quem quiser ler, só dá uma pausada aí.
Witchery. Feels unnatural. Dangerous.
Banishing, of course, is famously safe.
Querida criança, se você cumprir seu destino e optar por partir de New Eden, lembre-se que sempre haverá um lugar para você na barriga da lua. Até lá, este humilde livro sinceramente a lembra que você tem muitas irmãs escondidas. Madre.
Help yourself.
Que
And
livro.
take all the help you need.
Diapasão feito à mão, Siriden, abre fendas no vazio. Nossa, eu comprei esse traje aqui, ele é mais fraco. Nossa, pode fazer no abrigo. Tá parecendo que tá com açaí. Vou tirar esse negócio.
You may have time to waste, but I do not.
O que tem ali? Chegou lá. Ah, por aqui.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach?
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one, a little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
We found a cursed object.
An object? What object?
A chest, locked and evidently cursed.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
We found it in the wilderness. We think maybe someone bound a spirit to it for protection.
Ah, I do believe you found a chest belonging to Fear God.
How do we get it open?
Why would you want to open it? That's demonology, and I'm not one for stepping in no demonology, even if old Fear God wasn't the worst. But from what he told me, Fear God Waterbury, the man, not his ghost, kept a ritual of unbinding in his breviary.
Do you have this breviary?
No, but I know he can find it. He spent his last years in seclusion, deep in the dark woods. Go northeast from the hunter's camp. Keep to the east side of the trail until you can turn south. You should come to a clearing. He had a hut there. You forget things sometimes, so here. I'll write it down for you.
Void walking. Can you tell me more about it?
I use it to leap from one breach to another, as Ceridian taught me. I don't dally, nor should you.
Why not?
The void is terra incognita. I suspect Ceridian knows, but isn't saying. Bad sign, that. Very bad sign.
I'm curious. What do you think of the nightmare yourself?
I think the nightmare is the child of our father's iniquities. And of our own sins, too.
Do you admire it?
I fear it. But I accept its wrath, as I accept the rain. And New Eden surely deserves the flood.
Tell me about yourself, Seeker.
How do I put this politely? No.
So, who's Deborah?
I know no Deborah. I don't think I've ever known a Deborah.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Yes. I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
Let me get this right. We're looking for a breviary belonging to a demonologist that Seeker met after his death. All this in order to learn how to cleanse malignant spirits bound to cursed objects.
Remember Balthazar H. Frenhofer's teaching. Efficient, adaptive, versatile.
I suppose we'll come back to this one eventually.
Can't wait, can you?
Vai no vazio.
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out. My God, where are we?
Remember what we were told. Follow the beacons. Move fast. No looking back.
Eu olhei pra trás, ó. E aí, não aconteceu nada.
place looks barren, lifeless.
This is the realm of the dead. This is the underworld.
Let's not linger. Did you hear that?
Yes, keep moving. There, our way out.
It's you. Antea.
What is going on?
I know that voice from long ago. I banished its owner.
What does that mean?
It means we must leave, now.
The next beacon is dead. Something's wrong. Oh, what new abomination is this?
I'd say a sorrow used as a Cerberus.
Dentro
That's unheard of.
do vazio, inimigos são capazes de gerar sua vida. Os poderes de Hunter também são amplificados. Ela causará mais dano aos espectros.
Careful, it's just getting stronger.
Eyes peeled.
Eita!
Blasted pest!
Die, you bastard!
Dodge! Ask for help if you need it.
Let's end this.
To me! Eyes peeled.
Try this on for size. From what hold of this horror crawl?
I don't know, but we need to go.
E viagem pelo vazio? De novo? É. Você aprendeu o ritual de deslocamento no vazio.
This key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know.
Agora você pode entrar nas fendas. As fendas vazias descobertas são exibidas em seu mapa como em as fendas do vazio. Não deu pra ler tudo. De detalhes. Nova arma. Minha melhor, hein? E a fúria da minha malhar. Qualidade e persistência. Vamos testar um pouco isso.
Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Weans. Sent to die for their sultan's pride. It was like I was back in the Balkans.
E aqueles fantasmas, sua ascensão. Agora você está aqui comigo.
You're you, and you're here with me, right now.
I don't feel like myself. This void. Is it hell? Like in the scriptures?
The scriptures? Whose scriptures?
It's just like... What if all the teachings of my youth were wrong? What if what we just saw is what awaits me for my sins? I became a banisher to help the living by ending the suffering of lingering ghosts, but we don't end their pain. We condemn them to an eternity of suffering. We curse them.
Rory, you are the kindest, most compassionate banisher I have ever met. Don't let an old god scare you into thinking otherwise.
This void is the work of no god. What if they come back? What if the souls I blamed come for me? They'd have every right.
The spirits of the living are consumed in the ritual. They're not coming back. All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right.
Gente, eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui. Voltamos no próximo episódio. Até mais, valeu e falou.